Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, call Halolim La
Yahweh, Ma'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ma'ashem, Wakagwadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, who rule well within this ministry and taught us this amount, which is the truth. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that preach this truth by the four corners of the globe, which can allow the freedom to go. Shalom, shalom. Alright. This is just an Intransit lesson. Spirit hopped on me to, just dwell and to press record, man. Alright? And the things that I was dwelling on, basically going into, the shit that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. Not only that, but just getting over it, man. You know what I'm saying? Mainly, for real, just striving for the truth, man. Alright, because ultimately, Satan is trying to pull us out this truth.
That's right.
Ultimately, Satan is trying to knock us off of our game. The closer and closer we get to Jacob's trouble, right? The more and more we try to lock in, Satan is trying to sift us away from the Lord, man. So we gotta pay attention to this. We gotta pay attention to Satan. We gotta pay attention to the left hand demons, man. Because what is their job? Their job is literally sent from the Lord to take us out of this truth, man. And you think they're gonna slack in doing it? No. They're gonna go hard in doing what the Lord instructed them to do. So how much more for us? We gotta go 10 times harder than these left hand spirits that's trying to pull us out, man. And I got a quick switcher, real quick. Old Testament. This is Isaiah chapter 59. Bible shot, bear with me, man. This should be acting up sometime. Okay, this is Isaiah chapter 59. Isaiah chapter 59, verse 15. It says, Yea, truth faileth, and he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. And we know how it goes when you have the prey and the predator. The prey is the one that is being hunted. The predator is the hunter. Okay?
Right.
So we're being hunted by what? Evil spirits, man. Evil forces. Why? Because we departed away from evil. We departed away from the deeds of our own flesh, from the pleasures of our flesh, and we decided to what? We decided to partake in this truth. When we partook in this truth, we denied ourselves. We denied ourselves from our lust. We denied ourselves from the things of this world, and we literally submitted under the restrictions of the Heavenly Father. So that made us a prey to Satan and his left-hand spirit. Okay, it says, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. So therefore, we literally fighting this fight ourselves. There's nobody helping us fight this fight except for the Akim and Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Everybody else is going to continue to fight against us, right? And this displeases the Lord because there's nobody fighting for righteousness' sake. There's nobody else vouching on behalf of the prophet to stand for righteousness, man.
So I got some this Ephesians 6 and 10. It say, finally, my brethren. Salakia. It say, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. So there we go. You gotta be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might, man. Because the Lord controls all things, man. So it all goes back to trusting the Lord in all situations. Yeah, this society's against us, but guess what? We got Yahweh Shem Shah. That's above all powers, man. So we gotta be strong in the Lord, and we gotta fight with the power of His might, man. His might, man. You know, verse 11 say, "Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." And and the armor is talking about the scriptures, man. The Lord want us to apply His wisdom, while we building ourselves up, man. Because knowledge is to know, but wisdom is to apply the things, man. So the Lord say, put on the whole armor, man, of the Most High. Because these is His words, man. So yeah, these people fighting against us. Guess what? We got the power of the Almighty, man. And can't nothing fight against the word of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Like it say in Isaiah 55, who can make void? Who can make void the word of the Lord? Whatever the word of the Lord is, that's what it's gonna be, man.
Right. And it says to fight against the wiles of the devil. When you go to that word wiles, it means like tricks or like the trickeries or the different snares that he sets. Okay? Which we know that we are not ignorant of his devices, whether it be through Esau, Edom, or the spiritual demon Satan himself. We are not ignorant of his devices and the tricks that he uses to try to catch us up in temptation, catch us up in sin, catch us up in deception. We're not ignorant to that, so we combat it with the scriptures, man. Just like the brother said, the armor of Yahweh is the scriptures, and we're putting it on to combat the wiles of the devil. Bring it out, brother. Bring it out.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
That's right. Because we not fighting against flesh and blood. This ain't no physical fight, man. This ain't no physical fucking fight, bro. We battling against high level spirits that's trying to pull us out this truth. We battling against high level spirits that's on these niggas that's constantly coming up, bucking up against us. We battling high level spirits that's on these women that's constantly trying to discourage us, man. We battling high level spirits that's trying to pull us out this truth and sift us out of the ministry, man. This is real fucking life, bro. If you want Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to save you in the time of tribulation, in the time of Jacob's trouble, it starts now. The fight starts now, man. Certain brothers been in this truth for 6, 7 years, shit, even 4, 5 years. It's been a fight, man. It's been a fight, and the closer we get to Jacob's trouble, the harder the fight is going to be, and the more Satan is going to try you, man, and the more the Lord is going to test you on a higher level, because it's all about increasing in the spirit and leveling up. If you pray for the Lord for more faith, the Lord has to try you and put you through something in order to increase your faith.
It say, wherefore take unto you the armor wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
Right. You need the whole armor. You need it's going to go into it. You need the faith. You need the understanding of the scriptures. Okay? You need charity and works behind your faith, man. These are the things that's going to save you. Faith with works, and your works with faith. That's what's going to save you, man. Okay? Just like how if you was to go to a physical war, you need a shield to protect you, and you need your sword for offense, right? To be able to, combat. That's how this truth is. The scriptures help you combat, and the faith protects you, man.
Want to keep going?
Yeah, you can keep going.
Verse 14. Stand therefore, having your, it say, Stand therefore having your loins girt about with truth.
Truth is His word, the scriptures, right? The doctrine of the scriptures. So to have your loins girt means to have your shit tight as far as this doctrine. Have everything on point as far as this doctrine. Because when you girt your loins physically, when you was to go to battle, you would girt your loins. What would you do? In the ancient world, our forefathers wear long garments. So when it was time to go to war, they had to wrap up their garments upon their waist so it could be secure, so they can have mobility, so they can have more, you know what I'm saying, so they can move around and they can actually go to battle and get down, man. And that's how we got to do physically. We got to girt ourselves so we can be stable, you know, so we can have mobility in this truth, man.
It say, having on the breastplate of righteousness.
And the breastplate was to protect your what? Your chest. Your breastplate was to protect your chest, your abdomen, okay? Protect your frontward body from being pierced with the sword. And that's what righteousness does. Righteousness is your works. Your works is what's gonna protect you from the power of the sword.
It say, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace.
Exactly. That's what it means when we go out and preach this truth. When we feed in the sheep. Yahweh said, what? If you love me, feed my sheep, man. And we doing that through these lessons we put up daily and through going out on the highways and byways week in and week out, man. And just through the breaking bread of each other through the congregation of the Akim, man. That's how we shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace and studying on our own time, man. That's what's gonna keep us protected. Wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time. Just like when you walking, right? You need shoes or something to cover your feet to protect you from the gravel, protect you from all of the outside shit that could damage your feet. And that's what this wisdom and that's what righteousness does for you, man. It protects you from all the outside forces that could possibly destroy you.
It say, above
Stop at 17.
above all taking the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
Exactly. Shield of faith. Your belief in this truth. Because that's what it all boils down to. How much you really believe. How much you really trust in the Lord. And that's going to quench the fiery darts of the wicked, all the accusations that Esau throw out there. All of the persecution and all of the false, witnesses that Esau and really the majority of our own people is going to come up against us and try to persecute us with. Faith is what's going to keep us stable in that day against all of the false accusations, against all of the demonization, or against all of that. Faith is what's going to keep us stable.
Right.
Faith is going to keep us 10 toes down, man.
Right, because all them fiery darts, all that is just demons trying to throw you off from the mission, from the bigger purpose. You know, the false accusations, that's gonna be is just demons on people trying to. It's spiritual, it's carnal. All it's gonna be is just demons just trying to fucking throw you off. You know, trying to disenchant you from believing in the truth, man. You know, it said that they shall be tried. You know, the third part shall be tried, for we brought through the fire. Roughly paraphrase. All that's gonna be just a part of trials and tribulations on a different level. That's all that is. But verse 17 on Ephesians 6, my shit fucking up. Yeah, my shit fucking up.
Ephesians 6,
17.
Ephesians 6 and 17, it says, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh.
Right. So you want to take the helmet of salvation, right? because the helmet protects your head. If you get struck in the head, that could be the fatal blow. That could be your whole life. You could die, right? And what protects your head? What protects you from that fatal blow? The helmet of salvation, deliverance. And that's where our hope relies in, man, which is Yahweh. It says, and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of the Spirit, which is the word of Yahweh. So the word, the scriptures, is how we're combating that's what we fighting with. We fighting with the scriptures, the doctrine, the things that we have been studying and taught up and raised up in as newborn babes. You can stop at verse 18. Then I'll keep reading.
Verse 18, it says, praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit.
Right, because the scriptures say what? The scriptures say pray without ceasing. The scriptures also say, Yahweh Shai said that whatsoever you should ask for in my name, believing ye shall receive, roughly paraphrasing. So our prayer mixed with faith is what's going to get us the things that we need to be saved, man.
Kind of reading on, it says, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplications for all saints.
And we're also being watchmen. The scripture says, watch therefore and pray ye always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape the things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. And that's what we're doing. We're being watchmen. We're watching out for prophecy, and then we go out and then we warn the people. Blow the trumpet, right? We warn our people from the things that's about to come to pass. Not only that, but we pray that we be worthy to escape these things ourselves. That the Lord have mercy upon us, man. Any brother got a precept or close a precept? Whatever you said earlier, I'll bring it out. Ultimately, man, you know what I'm saying? This is an exhortation for me, myself, and for the occupant that as the more and more Satan try to sift us out this truth, fight against that shit, man.
That's what Paul went through. You know, a lot of the times, this 2 Corinthians 12 and 7, it says, and at least I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of the revelations. There was given to me a thorn in the flesh, and we don't know exactly what the hindrance was, but Satan, that's what he do. He throw hindrances at you. All right, it says, the messenger of Satan to buffet me. It says, at least I should be exalted above measure. For this thing I besought the Lord thrice. So the Lord prayed. So Paul prayed to the Lord 3 times, for help. But what does the Lord say? It says that it might depart from me. It says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for you. For thee. So no matter what it is that Satan's doing at you, how much he kind of pull you in or get you, out this truth, or whatever it is, the hindrance, all right, you gotta, dig deep and be in the spirit, all right, and fight it, because the grace, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, is enough for you so you can get and achieve your salvation. All right. It says, "For my strength is made perfect in weakness," and that's how the Lord always built, down to the least amount of numbers, down to the least amount of faith, down to a lot of things. But the Lord, matter of fact, a quick precept. Hebrews 11 and 32, just going into how the Lord's strength is made perfect through weakness. This is Hebrews 11 and 32. It says, and what shall I more say? For the time will fail me to Gideon and Barak and Samson and of Japheth, of David also, and of Samuel, and the prophets who through the faith subdued kingdoms, through righteousness obtained promises, stopped the mouths of lions, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong, waxed valiant in fight, turned fight the armies of aliens. And it made me also think about the time, which I believe was that in Gideon when the Lord chose the 300.
Yup, that was Gideon.
All right, to send all the men to fight. Mm-hmm. All right, but that was the Lord showing his strength made strong through weakness. All right, He do it through us, by us. Through the cases of us overcoming everything, the obstacles of Satan through our faith.
That's right. And the Lord ultimately do it to show His glory, right? And the Lord also do it to get glory for His name, to get honor for His name, and to get praises and fear for His name, because it's the Lord showing His power through a small multitude against a bigger multitude. It's the Lord flexing His power, man, through His men. He's just using us as vessels, but it's really the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. All right, and the Lord's going to do greater through His deliverance in America. All right, so with that being said, that was pretty much it, man. Just a quick, Intransit lesson. With that being said, closing out, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash.
Shalom, Mawasala Babal.
Bob.